Hey class, how are you guys doing? My name's Anthony, and in the next few minutes, I will be discussing and informing you of my mesmerizing and interesting experience when it comes to working with human cadavers. So, for my 3 points, the first one will be a description of the experience, which will talk about the smell, the appearance of the cadaver, as well as my fellow students' impressions. Number 2, I want to state a lesson that can be learned from anybody and how I can share this experience to others. And number 3, how did this experience affect me? Was it educationally? Was it emotionally? We'll talk about that in the next few minutes. So first off, the experience itself. When you first walk into the laboratory, and as you can see I have my lab coat on to keep the theme of working with human cadavers. I thought you guys might like that. You will notice the smell. The smell is quite repulsive because it smells of a chemical. And keep in mind, we are working with preserved human bodies. And so, some students, when we walk into the laboratory, are unable to handle the smell. No problem. Usually they come back in a day or two or on the next session, and most people get over it, which is really nice. The appearance of the cadaver is very similar to beef jerky, just to be blunt. It is dry, it looks kind of like an orange brownish color, just like that that you would see in the market if you wanted to buy some beef jerky. But more important than comparing a preserved human body to beef jerky is the educational and meaningful experience that this provides students and is also shared around the world. My instructor would go piece by piece of the muscles and of the nerves and identify them with complete ease, something that I admire and can respect because it takes skill and detailed attention to understand how the systems work. So, this leads me into my next point. A lesson that I can give you guys. If you have ever had the interest in becoming a doctor or a nurse, it will be nothing short of a miraculous experience to work with preserved human flesh. And that is because it will give you a detailed sensory and visual demonstration of the human body in real time. Next, how did this experience affect me? Well, at first, it was a lot because this person was a real person, and actually his name was Jeffrey. He died in his 30s from a car accident, which is absolutely troubling. But he did donate his body to science, and he donated his body in the names of creating better healthcare providers. And so, it is nothing short of a meaningful experience that affected me both emotionally and intellectually. Because after the experience, I was much better able to identify different parts of the human body and explain them to other people with ease. This is very important if you want to become a healthcare provider in the real world. So, to restate my points, I've described the experience to you, the smell and the appearance. I stated a lesson that I can give back to you guys. And lastly, how it affected me, both emotionally and intellectually. Thank you so much for listening to my speech, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.